My name is Kae Kurd. I've never done drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. So Channel 4 thought it would be a great idea to bring me in to do a program about the laws around drink, drugs, and cigarettes. So here's something to think about. Hypothetically, I can be 17 years old and legally driving my own car, smoke a cigarette whilst traveling to my 16-year-old girlfriend's house to have sex. And after that, if I've still got the energy, I could go and join the army. But legally, I still can't buy an e-cigarette.
WTF.
What does the law say? Children and Families Act Section 92, prohibiting the sale of nicotine products to persons aged under 18. The law says you can't buy any nicotine-based products until you're 18. So that's cigarettes and e-cigarettes. But you won't be prosecuted if you smoke them if you're 16 or 17. If you are under 16 and you're smoking in public, the police are required to take them off you. But let's face it, they're doing you a favor. Have you seen how weird people look using e-cigarettes? Back in my day, you'd be welcomed into adulthood by buying your first box of cigarettes at 16. Yes, sir, because what better way to start adulthood than going down the path of respiratory disease, cancer, and ashy breath? But randomly, in 2007, all that changed when the age was raised to 18. And now in California, they have just voted to make buying tobacco illegal to anyone under 21. If they keep raising the age, you're going to be 50 before you can get near a box of ciggies. It's kind of opening the door to a cigarette black market, isn't it? All right, fella, how you doing, mate? I got some real good stuff, man. Quality, ultra low tar 100s. I've got some proper hardcore Frenchies. No filters. Nice one, fella. What does the law say? You can have no alcohol whatsoever before 5 years old, which is probably for the best, because there's toddlers up and down the country that act like they're drunk already. But after 5 years, your parents can give you a drink of whatever you like at home. Not that giving a 6-year-old their first Jaeger bomb is a good idea. You can go to the pub at any age with an adult, but it's only at 16 years old you can have a drink. But you've got to be sat at a table with food. And you can only drink beer, cider, and wine. That's bought for you by someone who's over 18.
Right.
But you're still not allowed sherry, coffee liqueur, or creme de menthe. Ooh, shame. One thing that is definitely illegal is drugs. No mystery there. But what is and isn't banned? Here's the latest list. It looks like a chemistry exam. Crack cocaine, ecstasy, MDMA, heroin, LSD, magic mushrooms, methadone, methamphetamine, crystal meth, methylphenidate, benzyte, whatever that says, piperazines, you can read them. Needless to say that there are lots of drugs. New ones getting made, new ones getting banned, based on how bad they are. They're grouped into 3 categories: Class A, Class B, and Class C. But you don't need to have bought the drugs or intend on taking any to get in trouble. Take this little scenario as an example. Before he got into the black market cigarettes, Ravey Dave was just a regular, everyday Class A drug dealer. And he and I were mates for some weird reason. So once we went to a club, proper lads in it, raving it up. Now, Dave knows I don't do E, but he's down for a week and asked if I can hold his smelly little drugs bum bag because he doesn't want to get little wee splashbacks on it. So I said yes, like a mug. Now, whilst he was away, a bouncer asked to search the bag because, let's face it, it's not the 90s. So there were 20 pills in that bag. When the police turn up, I get charged with intent to supply Class A drugs. Technically, I could have ended up with at least 18 months in prison just for holding his horrible raver bag, which had been bouncing above his sweaty crotch all night. So, just to be clear, even if it's a tiny amount of a Class C drug like cannabis, you could end up with a caution. That will go on your record and it could affect future employment. And worst of all, the police have a legal right to inform your parents, and for some of you, that may be worse.
Luke, I know what you've done.
What about so-called legal highs? Well, they're now all going to be covered in the brand new law called the Psychoactive Substances Law.
Does that include nitrous oxide?
Well, this new law would cover that too. Sorry to those 350,000 of you who tried it in 2013. It's either that, or there's been an unexpected rise in the popularity of whipped cream amongst teenagers. Nice. Yeah.